Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We're back again and wanted to add one more short segment on the microbiome, and that's its relationship to gene regulation or how it affects our DNA. And what they've been finding is that there are a lot of genes that are related to disease. They've identified that there's a gene that's related to breast cancer, one that's still related to diabetes, one that's related to Alzheimer's. And I know when I first heard about that, it was kind of scary. It's like, gosh, if I have this gene, then I'm going to get breast cancer or diabetes or whatever. But what they're seeing is that only about 10% of the genes in our DNA are what they call determinate, meaning that if you have that gene, it is going to express, it's going to create something in you. And these determinate genes are the things we're familiar with. If we have blue eyes, we have the gene for blue eyes. If we have brown eyes, we have the gene for brown eyes. These are the determinate genes. And the genes for disease, the breast cancer, Alzheimer's, and like that, these are not determinate genes. These are genes that are typically turned off, so they don't express. And what they're finding in relationship to the microbiome is that when we have a healthy microbiome, where we're producing all of the good, healthy stuff, strong immune system and all, these genes are turned off. They stay turned off. But when there's what they call dysbiosis, when the microbiome is populated by the microbes that create less than ideal byproducts, that's when the genes get turned on. So it's interesting. It's kind of like the genes that create our health or disease are created when our microbiome isn't as healthy. So it's almost like we go upstream a little bit to the microbiome, and we can take care of avoiding disease. If we want to look at how to keep those genes from being triggered, then we want to eat a wide variety of whole food plant-based foods, because that's the food, that fiber from a wide variety of plant foods is what the microbiota, the microbes in our gut that produce the really good stuff, that's what they live on. When we start eating high saturated fat, animal products, dairy, those kinds of things. Processed foods. Yeah, that's so interesting, because so many processed foods are made from plants. But when the plant, like a grain, like wheat, gets processed into flour, the flour actually feeds a different microbe than the whole grain. That I had trouble getting my head around for a while. I thought, what's the difference between eating brown rice for breakfast and a rice cake? But there is a difference. These microbes are picky eaters, and some like the fiber that comes from the whole grain, and some flourish on the fiber that comes from the processed grain. Go figure.
And the ones that flourish from processed are the ones that can trigger the turning on of these genes that we want to stay shut off.
Yeah. So it's been interesting, because we've seen that the whole food plant-based diet is what seems to work for everyone, but not understanding why, it's like, well, it looks that way, but as science begins to show us more and more evidence of why it works, I gain more confidence in saying, do it this way.
Yeah, and if you'd like to explore eating whole food, plant-based, contact us in the comment section below. We'll help you take the first step.
Yeah, happy to give you a free consultation.
Yeah, and then if you want to go further, we can support you in that as well. It's really fun what we're doing right now, and people are having amazing results. I wanted to share something we've been exploring, intermittent fasting. So what I've noticed, I've been doing it for a week, of eating within an 8-hour time frame. With that, eating, of course, whole food, plant-based. You can lose 1 to 2 pounds a week, which is a very safe, slow weight loss. And I noticed the difference just in the first week. And also, if you're eating whole food plant-based, and then you eat within an 8-hour time frame, especially earlier in the day, the body utilizes those calories more efficiently, whatever they are. And I find I stop eating at 4 in the afternoon. I find there's no hunger and no draw to food at all. So if you have curiosity and want to learn more about it, let us know in the comment section, and we're happy to, as Bill said, do a free consultation. And the best news is eating, whether it's intermittent fasting or not, whole food, plant-based, is what creates the greatest, strongest microbiome that can really give an underpinning for amazing health. Now, food. Today Bill did a lovely little video on making our own corn chips baked, so we get rid of the oil, and also making nachos, our favorite, without any cheese, that is so good, using avocado and beans and peppers and tomatoes, onion, so yummy, jalapeno. So we're sharing that today. Try it out at home. We probably don't have it more than once a month because the corn chips are a bit processed even when we make our own, but we really feel good and healthy after eating this dish, and it's so good.
Yeah, we decided to try making our own corn chips because we found that after we did nachos with the commercial, even though they were organic, there was something that didn't feel great, didn't feel nourished. It's like my digestion was having to work harder or something like that. So we thought, well, let's see if we can make our own. And it was wonderful because
Yeah.
we were both like, how do I feel? How do I feel? You know, does this make a difference?
Yeah.
And sure enough, it really did make a difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to give it a try, we'll add this to the blog too.
Okay. Hope to hear from you. We're doing good. We hope you're doing good.
Bye for now.